All right. Good morning, everybody, or at least it is if you're watching this live. And by now, you've probably gotten used to the fact that we do a video blog subsequent to our written blog being put up on our website and going out via email to those of you who subscribe to it. And if you would like to subscribe to it, by all means, you can go to our website. That's at the bottom of the screen there at corefinancegroup.com, and you can sign up to receive it. So a lot of the blog, email blog, video blog content that we do really isn't specific to the mortgage space, but this one happens to be. And I know mortgages are not a sexy subject, and it's really only relevant to you if you happen to be in the throes of getting a home, getting a loan, refinancing your home, those kinds of things. So we do try to steer away from that content. Well, on the regular, we certainly try to steer away from that content, but this one's something that's important, and certainly to me. Is it going to be applicable to all of you right now? No. Do you know somebody that it may be applicable to? Probably. But our blog post this time around is about first-time homebuyer grants and programs. And I think one of the important things to remember is that if you have not owned a primary residence in the last 3 years, you are a first-time homebuyer by the way the guidelines read for a lot of these programs right now. So I won't get into all of them. There are federal programs. Obviously, we do a lot of FHA loans. Those have a negligible down payment of 3.5%. And there are a lot of down payment assistance programs that go along with that to cover that 3.5%. Some of them are loans, some of them are grants. The VA and USDA both have 100% financing. The VA loan obviously limited to military members, retired military, their spouses, those kinds of things. USDA is pretty much based on the location of the property when we're talking about rural development, although you could go Google a USDA map and find where those are, and I think you'd be surprised how many properties do in fact qualify, although they do have income restrictions as well, so keep that in mind. There are obviously targeted programs like Good Neighbor. There are state and local programs. A lot of you here have probably heard of CHFA, the Colorado Housing Finance Authority, or CHEC, the Colorado Housing Assistance Corporation. There are going to be local programs, some that are by counties, some that are by municipality, those kinds of things. Where I live in Douglas County, we do have the Douglas County Housing Partnership. They've had programs off and on over the years as well. Other than that, I'm not going to get into the heavy details of what goes on in down payment assistance, grant programs, those kinds of 100% financing programs. But since we're on the subject of financing a home, I am going to soapbox it a little bit here because I fear for people who think they want to own a home and don't. At the rate we're going, the way the supply and demand issue is driving up the values, the prices, the way that the interest rates are, and 1,000 other little factors that are contributing to this, my fear is that sometime in the not too distant future, buying a home is going to be limited for people who can either buy luxury items or people who already have a home, and can leverage that into a new home or into another home, those kinds of things. So if you're on the fence about it right now, even if it means buying something tolerable and you put up with it for a few years while the value goes up, and then you convert that equity into a down payment on another home, rent out your old one, or on a new home and sell your old one, whatever the case may be, please, I implore you that if you want to be a homeowner, that you take action on those things in the near future if you aren't already. And I guess that's it for this time around. So thanks for checking it out, and we will certainly see you guys next time.